Thank you, Debbie. Thank all of you. I know we have folks here from all of those organizations. There's some folks here from my constituent group, and I'm happy to answer any questions for Debbie or Neil.
Governor, do you agree with President Trump that congressional inaction is the issue here, and that it's really incumbent upon Congress to resolve this and act on this matter?
I do think it's incumbent upon Congress to resolve this matter. The immigration system in America is broken. We have millions of people living in this country who need and deserve a path to citizenship. You have a handful of them right here with me. You know, young folks who've lived in our state their whole lives, who have jobs here, who pay taxes here, who contribute to our economy here. So yes, absolutely. This isn't something that any state can fix or should try to fix. Immigration law resides in the federal government and Congress. I am calling on Congress, joining with others to call on Congress to fix our immigration system, beginning first with the DACA program to make it permanent. It was never intended to be permanent. So yeah, make it permanent, and then broader than that. You know, for the millions of undocumented immigrants who are here, give them a path to citizenship. Having said that, the president is our president and he ought to be leading in that direction and not just passing the buck to Congress.
Governor, can you tell us what might happen if ICE begins to enforce this?
To enforce what?
To deport DACA, people whose DACA status is no longer valid or soon will be no longer.
You know, it's no different. It's a good question, by the way, because in my opinion, it is not the right way to use limited immigration enforcement dollars. You know, if there are criminals who are immigrants, that's where I want ICE focused, and I want them to be enforced. I don't want them using their precious resources on people who you see here, who are playing by all the rules, who are working, who are, contributing members of our society and our state. None of our policies are going to change as it relates to the state police. There's going to be no greater cooperation with ICE. And, it remains to be seen what and how the federal government will increase its enforcement should any of this happen. I actually think it makes us less safe. So it'd be much safer to focus enforcement efforts on dangerous people instead of distributing it across, the vast majority of people who are not at all a threat.
Ms. Gonzalez, can you explain for us a little bit about the expiration date? Is there sort of rolling dates for when, or the DACA authorization just come in 2-year glimpses? And how many people are expiring on this next deadline?
So to answer the first question, right, how many people are expiring on March 5th? The Department of Homeland Security estimates that there will be only 200,000 DACA recipients that will be eligible for renewal out of the 800,000 DACA recipients that receive DACA. 200,000 will be eligible for the renewal date of October 5th.
So we should just extrapolate for Rhode Island, like 1 in 4?
So I would do that. That's how I've been figuring it out myself. There's about 1,200 DACA recipients here. If the statistics run the same state by state, then presumably we would have about 250, maybe 300 DACA recipients that would be eligible in the state of Rhode Island. As far as the expiration date, so it would depend on, folks who've already received extensions on their DACA before the September 5th date would have received an extension for a 2-year period. As we understand the executive order now, any renewals that are issued as a result of this October 5th deadline will be again for another 2-year period.